All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G. And today I got a special guest, man. Public figure on the Saints Twitter. Y'all know him. He big, he go viral, he makes songs. We got BayouBun on the show, man.
Whoa, what's happening? What's happening, brother?
All right, Bun, man. You've been really going viral on Twitter a lot with Saints Twitter. You know how toxic it could be. You know how it is in them streets on Saints Twitter, man. Let's go ahead on and give it like a little background on you, like where you from and how you became such a passionate Saints fan, like where you grew up.
I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. You feel me? Top of the boot. Um, and like ever since I was a little kid, well, I'm not gonna say since I was a little kid, I've been a big football fan. Like I think when I was like 6, 7 years old, that's when I really started taking a liking to football, like a lot. So my uncle was a 49er fan, right?
Mm.
So I'll sit
Mine
back and
too.
I'll watch the games with him. So naturally, I like the 49ers because in Shreveport they don't show the Saints like during this time. Like back in like 92, 93, something like that. They not showing the Saints or nothing like that whatsoever. So I'm just watching the 49ers play. But I think like around I was like 12, 13, I became a Saints fan. And like I remember I remember the No Limit video, the Hootie Who video,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody had on Saints jerseys, and I just I was a teenager, just took a liking to it, just big time Saints fan. Just ever since then, all Saints.
Right. Yeah, man. So back to the Saints Twitter, man. You a big public figure on there. Like you one of the top people on there that I could think of. You always going viral from tweets. You always going viral from like doing songs. You reference the
Right.
Saints. You make a whole song about it, right? Quick as can be. Like name a few platforms that your viral tweets made it to.
Oh man, I've done interviews with Sports Illustrated. I've done ESPN, Shade Room, everywhere. Like anywhere to find me, I'm there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, man, I done seen you everywhere, like little screenshots. I said, God
Right.
damn, boy. And when it comes to like music, how do you get the content put out so fast when you just come up with a song like right then and there? That's like a popular topic.
I so like usually I think about the way I do my songs because this started back like in 2019. Like I had been tweeting like for the longest, like even when through the 7 to 9 years, like through all the bad times, like I was tweeting like when nobody really paying attention, when nobody, but they knew I was a Saints fan though because no matter what, I'm gonna rep the Saints. I'm gonna always talk about the Saints. And in 2019, we were playing the Texans on Monday Night Football, right?
Hmm.
And they have the June 27th freestyle
Yeah.
with screwing them, and like I just said, man, if we beat them, I'm gonna just drop a freestyle over that beat. And when I did it, everybody just liked it. Like everybody was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So then the following week, we played. I want to say the Rams. I think we played the Rams, and Teddy Bridgewater had messed up because that's the game Drew had got hurt.
Right.
He had broke his hand, and I had rapped over the Nan nigga beat with Trick Daddy, and
Hmm.
everybody liked it then because Bridgewater from Florida. So usually, like I just pick whoever we playing, and I just think about the rappers and the hot songs that's from that area or whatnot, and I just go off that.
Yeah, I think the most popular one was probably the Odell one. Odell come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. The Odell one, the Odell. I don't even know how. Like I was just thinking about it, and it just happened. It just came to me like that.
Can we expect any tracks this season?
I already did one already. I did the Scissor Snooze one,
Hmm.
talking about the offense. Um, me and my dog Low, we always just brainstorm stuff and just I shoot him, hey, what you think about if I did this right here? And he'll be like, yeah. And then I was like, well, maybe you should jump on here with me too, cause he the real true artist. Like
Right.
he talented, and he just helped me out, and we just do that, stuff
Right.
like that.
Well, shouts out to you for your success with the viral moments and the tweets and you
I
know,
appreciate that, man.
songs and all the, the interviews and whatnot, man. That's some good work right there, bro. I appreciate the content that you be giving us, bro.
For
So I
sure,
want to
for
give you
sure.
flowers while you're here.
I
But
appreciate that.
let's go ahead on and get into the Saints in general, man. Like, what's your recap and what's your initial reactions off the Saints Bears game? We 5-4. Saints Twitter is, kind of like mixed up right now. Some people are pessimistic about it, some people optimistic about it. Like, what's your feelings on the Saints right now at 5-4 at the top of the division?
Man, at 5-4, you really just got to be happy that you 5-4 and on top of the division. Like it's a lot of things that I want to be fixed, but like at the same time, it's any given Sunday. And if we just keep winning, which I think we are, we should be headed to the playoffs with a home game. And once you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. You know, Now us having five to win the turnover battle 5-0, and only beating the Bears by a touchdown, that's kind of disheartening. But at the same time, man, it's a win. You feel me? Like it could have been an L. So you just got to take what you can get, man.
Yeah, a lot of people be forgetting about all the flags that we got in our favor too. Like I think we got
Right.
about 100 yards, so that's like an extra touchdown too. Like how you
We
get
only had
turnovers?
we only had two flags called on us the whole game, and I
Yeah,
think that's the part that bothered me the most is the fact that we had like I thought if I told you that we won the turnover battle 5-0 and we only had two flags called on us, one late flag, like that didn't even count. So really only one flag the whole game. You would think we won by almost 20 points. You feel me? But you know, it's a work in progress. And I think a lot of teams are really just we're really starting to build chemistry with each other. And I could kick they back in, but like this type of stuff take time. So you just got to go with it. Just be happy, that we won.
I think you mentioned you would like to see some stuff fixed. What stuff that is that you like to see fixed?
Oh man, we got to fix the run blocking. We got to fix the run blocking. Um, we need to get. We need. I like the fact that we put Taysom in at the 20-yard line, but I don't think that should be something that we do when we paying somebody $40 million. You feel me? Like we shouldn't have to take our quarterback out, but I'm glad that we do have that luxury. Like I'm appreciative for Taysom, but like at the same time, we shouldn't have to take our starting quarterback when we get to the red zone. So we need to fix that. Um, we need the defensive line to get back there at the quarterback. Um, thank God we got Dennis Allen coaching that secondary up. We leading the league in interceptions, but like I said, we got to get back there at the quarterback.
Yeah, I said the same thing too. Last season we only had like 7 picks. Now
Right,
we got 12 already. And
right,
you said thanks to Dennis Allen. Yeah, I give Dennis Allen his props. He brought in Joe Woods. He turned that secondary. He turned that secondary around. I feel like guys are just attacking the ball. Um, I think we just lacking when it comes to pass rush.
right, right,
I think we lacking when it comes to mobility with the quarterbacks. Um, I don't know if it's all talent on the D line, like as far as Cam, as far as he just getting older, or if it's just lack of DA just putting together a good scheme for these people. Like I feel like we should be blitzing Demario more. I feel like we should do more, maybe spies. Send Bond out there on the a blitz like how we use Ellis. Like I feel like it could be something better we could be doing scheme wise to not let this happen. But maybe I could be tripping because if we was to change the scheme for that, maybe we're lacking somewhere else. But if we got this good secondary,
right,
we should
right,
go out there and show that they could still, be able to perform.
right.
But speaking on the secondary, a lot of people was getting on Adebo early in the year. Even myself, I always said he had talent, but I just felt like a lot of teams were going at him late in games when they needed a clutch first down. Like when they needed a play under 6 minutes, a lot of teams was going at 29 trying to get a flag. How do you feel like he came along at this point on in the season?
Man, um, he's me and Payroll was talking. Me and my dog Payroll was talking about it. We were saying, Payroll, not Payroll, but the Debo might end up getting all pro this year. You know, he might get that from Marshawn because he getting the picks, he causing the fumbles, and he locking down his side of the field. So it's crazy that he's come this far. Because I remember like what year was that when they threw the flag on him against the Falcons? Was that last year or a year before that? I think that was last year when they threw
The flag on him.
yeah, they threw the flag. They threw the ball and they threw the flag. They called a pass interference on him.
That probably could be either last year or his rookie year. Like
Yeah,
he been having problems with flags his whole career, except these last couple of games. But I think last year it was more so him coming back being rushed because he was hurt.
right,
Like a
right,
lot of, I think they just rushed him back in the lineup because we already traded CD, and I think Alante Taylor was hurt at the beginning of the season, so I think they kind of rushed him into the lineup, even though he was on that high sprain ankle injury.
yeah.
But yeah, man. Who
But
knows?
I'm proud of him though. I'm proud of him. As long as he not getting the flags,
Mm-hmm.
shit, he one of the best.
Right. All right. So, how do you feel about our offense? Like, do you think it's more so the offensive line? Do you think it's more so Derek Carr, or do you think it's more so Pete Carmichael, like not getting the right packages on the field, not doing the right play selections at the right time? Who you think is more so fault in order, like ranking number
All
one
right,
through three?
I'll probably go Pete Carmichael first,
Uh,
even though he getting better, even though he getting better, I'm gonna go Pete Carmichael first. Offensive line. No, I want to put offensive line first because of the fact that we can't run the ball. If we could run the ball, we would be a totally different team.
yeah,
So offensive line first, Pete Carmichael second, Derek Carr third.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it's probably right there. Like, one thing about the offensive line, like at first we were just having a lot of problems. We couldn't pass block, we couldn't run block. But now
right.
ever since DA he made that change from, bench
He
and
got
penny, we got
he
Pete
bench
up in
Penny.
there. Everything's been looking more better. Like Derek Carr, he's been more comfortable. The pass blocking has gotten way better. Like I think these last few games, Derek Carr, he barely got sacked that many times
Right.
compared to the first couple of three games. But
I don't. In fact, I don't think he only been sacked like once.
yeah,
If I in like last three games. So yeah.
yeah, so like we say, man, we just got to get an identity outside of just, oh man, when things ain't going right, let's go to Taysom. Like we
Right.
got to get an identity. Like, are we gonna pass the ball methodically up the field? Are we gonna be
Right.
able to pound the ball on the run? Like we can't just rely on Taysom and just rely on a big pass from Rashid or maybe Olave.
Right.
Um, Speaking of Olave, what do you feel like Olave when it comes to, you know, him being that number one receiver? Everybody was, touting him as uh, him coming into his own and basically having a phenomenal training camp. All the expectations are high on him. Everybody is looking at him, and he's just not on the same page with Carl. He had the incident with the speeding. Everybody on Saints Twitter talking about trade him. Everybody on Saints Twitter talking about this, talking about that. What do you think he's at with his mind frame right now?
He a 23-year-old kid, man.
Okay.
That's and like we need to remember what we were doing when we were 23, and to realize that you know he has all the talent in the world, and you just got to put it together. And I'm not here trying to defend him or nothing like that, but you just got to remember that he's 23 years old, and we know that he got the talent. He just got to put it all together, man. Um, some players it come faster, like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. They got it like that right off bat. You feel me? But this is what his third, fourth quarterback.
I mean, I guess you could say his third, but he didn't play with Jameis that much to me. So to me, I
Okay,
would say it's his second.
okay. So yeah, second quarterback. Um, he got to get used to playing with Carr, and I think that's going to be Carr's favorite receiver down the line.
Right.
Right now, I think not she, Shaheed, uh, Shaheed or Mike is his favorite receiver right now. But I think him and
Well,
Carr
Well,
can get it together.
I think Olave's still leading them with all the targets. Me personally,
Yeah.
I think that Mike should be the number one receiver. Like I keep,
Mike has showed me so much this year.
yeah,
I'm proud of him.
yeah.
I'm
And
proud
if
of
you
him
go
because
back
I
and
didn't know what I was going to get from him when he came back. But
yeah, and they still doubling them. They still
right,
doubling them. Sometimes is they giving them 3 looks. It's like I think Mike should be the number one receiver right now. Like we could slowly put Chris Olave back to that number one receiver, but I think our receiver one should be Michael Thomas getting the
right,
most targets. And I think a lot of people just think that the number one receiver just got to be some high flyer, like you say, Justin Jefferson,
right.
Jamal Chase. Like as long as last time I checked, the wide receiver just got to catch the ball and be
That's all he
trustworthy.
got to do.
Look at
Move
the Chargers.
sticks.
Keenan Allen, he getting his,
Right,
but man, I don't think a wide receiver just got to be just that high fly that everybody looking at. He just got to be efficient and dependable, and that's one
right.
thing Mike gonna do. Like I think Olave, he dropped like a third down pass that was kind of low
Yeah.
in this one game. That if that would have went to Mike, he would have caught it. But man, I think that Derek Carr, hopefully, man, they can start clicking because at the end of the day, you don't want to just come out, you know, smoking red hot and then just stall out. Like you wanna catch fire at the right time.
That's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. A lot of teams peak too early,
Yes.
and you don't ever want to peak too early. But at the same time, we gotta get the running of the football going. We gotta get Kendra back from his injury. He sprained his ankle. Um, we gotta get Alvin going. We gotta get Jamal going. We have to get those running back going, and that goes back to the offensive line. Like you got to get that going because if you don't get that going, then you're dependent on Derek Carr to be
Who you think
Patrick
is
Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
who you
You're
think is
dependent
more
on him to. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
who you think is more of a reflection on with the offensive line not running blocking? You think it's more of a reflection on Doug Peterson and him just teaching them schemes that they not getting
Oh,
assignments, or
Doug
you think
Marone.
it's more, or you think Doug Marone,
Yeah,
or you
yeah.
think it's more so our offensive lineman just kind of soft.
I don't think the offensive line is soft. I think it's the scheme. I think it's the scheme.
Yeah.
He's one of. In fact, you can. When I say offensive line, I mean the offensive line coach too. Like they got because all our draft capital has went into that.
Yeah.
Like we traded 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick
Okay.
for somebody that's on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and at the end of the day, when firing day come, that gotta go.
Me personally, I wanted Hurst to go to left tackle like Wirfs did on with Tampa Bay, and I
Right.
wanted Penning to play right tackle. I just ain't trust Penning protecting Derek Carr blindside in the first place. That's what I wanted out the
It
gate.
the thing about it is, man, like Penning always has been what he is now. To
Yeah.
us, I mean, to me personally, like when I watched him at that at senior day, it was bad then. And I was like, man, it's no way we draft them. And I was hearing that, hey, they looking at Penning, and it's like, come on, man, he ain't good.
Well, that's us, bro. We just too overconfident in our coaching staff to get these projects right. Like you
Right.
ain't gotta just draft a project in the first round. Like I think that really set us back. Like Turner, Penning, and
Davenport.
Davenport. Like Davenport, I think that was probably one of the worst recent decisions that we could have did. Like a
You
lot of
but I know why you say that though. You say that because you're thinking about uh
Lamar.
passing on Lamar, but I don't think Lamar was ever gonna come here. Like I don't think Lamar wanted to come here. So
I mean, unless he would have hit an Eli Manning, he wouldn't have had no choice. But
yeah, that's
we
true.
got weapons here. Like we would have had weapons here for him. It's just can would Sean Payton have changed his offense for him?
Right.
But
And
like I
there's
say,
so much you got to do to play with
yeah,
him.
but I wanted him to sit behind Drew Brees anyway.
Right.
So just like the next quarterback, like my perfect thing to happen is Dennis Allen. We probably make it to the playoffs, and let's just say we don't win. Let's say we don't make it far. I would like him to get fired, and I would like a new coach to come in and start his QB marriage with a guy that he drafts in this draft right now. This is the time we need to draft somebody.
Let me tell you something as your boy. I'm finna tell you something as your boy. If Dennis Allen make it to the playoffs, and let's say he win one game, he's getting an extension. It's no doubt about that. Now, whether Pete there, I can't say. But if Dennis Allen make it to the playoff and he wins a game, and don't let him win two games. If you win two games, him and Carr getting extended. So, you know.
Well, like I say, if Carr gonna be around regardless if we get another coach anyway. I just feel like if we get another coach, I want that coach to select his. Even if we keep Dennis Allen, if we keep Dennis Allen, and we get another offensive coordinator, or Dennis Allen just see a quarterback that he wants, I want him to get somebody that could sit behind Carr for a year. Like you ain't got to come into the league and just start right off the bat. Like it just depends on where you at as a franchise. Like just get somebody to sit behind Carr for a year, and then that third year, Carr, we could just get him.
But see, me personally, and this no disrespect to Da, I don't want Da picking his quarterback. I don't want Da picking the quarterback. Like I would want to bring in a new offensive coordinator so he could pick his quarterback. I don't want Da as a defensive guy. You know.
Well, I mean, Da did pick Derek Carr, so I mean, Derek Carr, he's a pretty solid quarterback. Like
Yeah.
to me, with the right offensive coordinator, he would be much better. Like I feel like good
Right.
offensive coordinators, they could take a guy like Derek Carr and make him look solid, and a bad
Right.
offensive coordinator will just make him look like how he's looking right now. Like you can't tell me that Derek Carr can't have the same success that Geno had having
Seattle.
in Seattle. Like
Yeah.
you can't tell me that if he was to have a good offensive coordinator. And I just want a quarterback, man, because like I said, man, you're looking at the AFC South right now, and it's just like, man, bro, I just wish I had that type of future for my team right now, where everything just, everything looking good with our young quarterback for the future.
Yeah, but it takes a lot to go through that, and like to get to that point, to get to where they at. I don't think our team. I don't think the city is built for that. You know what I'm saying?
I think we'll be ready for a new era. I think we'll be ready. Like
But
if we
they
do
have
pick
to.
a quarterback,
They
who do
they
you
have
want?
they have to support. They have to support through the bad times to get to that. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
it's so many good quarterbacks. You could get somebody good at 40 with the second round pick that we got from Denver. Like if we was to draft a quarterback in the first or second round, who would you like us to draft?
That's a good question. Realistically, probably Michael Penix or Jaden Daniels. I like Cam Ward out of Washington State a lot too, though.
I said the
But
same thing. I want.
but you gotta get the OC though. You gotta get the OC.
Well, I don't know what type of OC we're gonna get because I think Ben Johnson he pretty much gonna be a head coach. I think Eric B.
Yeah,
Enemy gonna be a head coach.
yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know who we're gonna get unless we hire John Gruden.
I don't even know if John Gruden's system even fits today. You know.
A lot of people say the offense is outdated and things like that. I just think we just need to run more motion. We need to call the right plays at the right time, and that's pretty much it. Like have the right personnel on the field. Like it's a lot of it's been times where you'll just see us having wrong personnel on the field. It'll be third and short, we go long. Derek Carr throwing short of the sticks for the first down. We run the ball on 2nd and 10. We not using Jimmy Graham in the red zone. It's just a lot of stuff. Like I just think it's more so, you know, game awareness than offense
Yeah.
being outdated. Like it ain't that much nothing new under the sun. Like everything still go back
I
to.
want somebody young calling the plays. I want somebody with young guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want somebody with some young guys calling the plays. That's all.
And I think that I think Pete Carmichael just think that Derek could get it done like Drew Brees. Like, yeah, we ain't got to really just scheme our receivers open. You just hit the open guy, go through your progressions. Like, man, we got to scheme some of these dudes open, bro. I feel
But it's
like,
only one Drew Brees though. That's what they got to realize that it's only one Drew Brees.
yeah, how special would he be if there
Right,
was more like him?
right.
So,
Right. It's only one of him.
yeah, but going into the draft, I definitely think we need a quarterback. I definitely think we need a pass rusher, middle linebacker, and we need another O lineman. That's what I think.
And quarterback gonna probably get pushed back unless one of those somebody gonna have to jump off the board at them for them just to jump up at the quarterback because I think they're gonna go middle linebacker, pass rusher, O line, then quarterback.
I think, hold on, middle linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
You think we're going to go middle linebacker first?
First or second.
Nah, dog. We don't. I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go in the trenches, bro. You know how we is. We're gonna go in the trenches.
I know how we are, but man, you see Double D out there, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing. How you feel about our run defense? Do you think is Double D getting older? Us putting too much
That's all.
expectations
That's
on
all.
Pete,
He just
Pete
getting older.
Werner,
He just getting older.
or do you think our line just getting bullied sometimes when they come to the run?
I I think those players. I think Cam is getting older. I think Double D is getting older. I think they need like I would have liked to see. Um, I would have liked to have seen Quan Alexander back, and a lot of people hate when I say that. Devin White, it wouldn't because Devin White finna be a free agent. We need that speed because a lot of time speed will just make players change up where they gonna go, and you can wrap them up after that.
Yeah,
They beating us to the spot a lot of the times. Like
yeah, football a game of angles, bro. And that
right,
speed kills.
right.
But I'm a Quan Alexander supporter too. Like I wish we'd have kept him. I wish we'd have never let go Jaden Smith.
I was about to say, look, I ain't even know he was gone.
Yeah,
I ain't even know he was gone till what that was. I think he signed with the Cardinals or something like that.
uh, Jaden Smith.
Or the Raiders. It was
I
either
think
Raiders
he,
or
I
the
think he
Cardinals.
went to the Raiders or the Cardinals. One of the
Yeah,
two. I forgot.
he went to one of them, and I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know why we just let them guys out the building, but like Dennis Allen say, you know, Brian could play special teams, but I don't know, man. Sometimes you got I'll sacrifice missing Bond on special teams for having Jaden Smith, but at the same time, I think Bond did block a field goal this year. So
How you feel about our kicker?
our kicker,
Yeah.
I think he need to be benched like Pennon. Like if Pennon getting benched, why is Blake Groupie still getting a chance? Like I don't understand that.
I
Like
agree.
go out there and go get another kicker, man. Like I think Sean McVay, it was one kicker. He had one bad game, but before that, he was making all his kicks. Sean McVay got him out right then and there.
I
So,
don't think Will Lutz has missed a kick since the first game.
yeah, and everybody was just teasing Lutz and saying,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Me,
yeah, man,
me included. Me included. Me included. I can't even fake. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I was like, man, because Lutz missed a lot of kicks over the years, but he was clutch too at the same time.
Now I'm not gonna lie. When we went with Groupie over Lutz, I was like, okay, we saving money and we going with the younger guy. He got more of a leg. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But I don't know how Headley won the job over Blake Gilligan. I don't know how he won that.
Me
So meanwhile in Arizona, you got Gilligan. He kicking like 50 yards average.
Yeah.
So and that's another thing that's messing us up with our defense. Like the field position. And it's messing us up on our offense with missing kicks and stuff and changing the way we calling plays. Like I think that's getting in the coach's head on how they going about certain things.
And the thing about Groupie, when he be missing kicks, he be acting like it's not really that big of a deal. It be tripping me out, but whatever.
I don't know. I wish they would have let him kick that 60-yarder before the half for this Bears game, because I feel like in his mind he would have been thinking like, oh well, this not really a pressure kick and it's a very long kick, so they don't expect me to make it anyway. So he probably would have just been thinking like, well, all I gotta do is just boot it up and just hope for the best, and he would have made it just because it wasn't a real pressure moment like that. But we didn't do that. It was a lot of questionable calls. Everybody talk about the when the flag had happened and he decided it to be 3rd and 12 instead of like 4th and 2. Like it was a lot of questionable stuff.
But that 4th and 1 call, oh my god, bro! Like I can't even explain how angry I was.
Once again, it probably was uncertain of Blake Groupie. But if you're gonna go for that, why not use Taysom?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can live and die with Taysom not getting it.
Yes, you can live with it.
I don't care if he don't get it. At least have him out there. At least I know that y'all going the right way.
Yeah, my best against your best. Manu and Manu. May the best man win. If we don't get it, then guess what? We had our best personnel on the field, and that's what I've been talking about Pete Carmichael. Not putting the best personnel on the field. So and I just think he outsmart himself like Sean do. Like, oh well, they think I'm gonna do this, even though they really think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hit him with this. Like, no, just hit them what they think you're gonna hit them with at the end of the day, they gotta show they can stop.
It's kind of like the brotherly shove. Like you got to show me you can stop it.
What?
If you can't, either you gonna stop it or you not. You feel me?
Yeah, man, this is just crazy. But how you feeling about Marshawn? Like a lot of people, we had expectations on him. All these turnovers are getting a Debo because of Sean. Like,
Right.
is he meeting your level of expectation, or is he exceeding?
Marshawn has
Underwhelming?
always been great, and I never have a bad word to say about him. He changed. He literally changed the culture of
Mm-hmm.
the Saints. Like he changed the culture of that defense. Him, Devontae Harris, all them boys, they came in there, they were doing their thing. But like he's the only reason why I can sleep at night because we didn't get Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Like, had we not drafted him right behind Patrick Mahomes, I would have been sad still to this day that we didn't get Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, man, it's unfortunate. Like you making me have PTSD about it right now. Like passed on Patrick. Well, we ain't passed on
Well,
him.
no,
Sean
we
opened
didn't
up
we
his
didn't
big
pass
mouth.
on him, but we didn't get him. But the
Yeah,
fact,
Sean opened his big mouth.
but if that was a consolation prize, then we got a very good consolation prize.
Nah, we still lost that. We still lost that. No, I'm not putting no cornerback over no franchise QB, bro. Like Patrick Mahomes, I'll take him over anybody any
but
day.
you, but you remember what that defense was like before he got there, though. You know, we had some of the worst defenses ever before Marshawn got there. So it's
And
kind of
Pat would
like
have got us two rings.
you
Pat would have
think
got us.
so?
Pat would have got us two rings with Sean Payton without Marshawn Lattimore. Personally, especially we still got Dennis Allen. You don't forget Dennis Allen. He drafted some good DBs.
Yeah,
Look at Jordan Howden. Look at
yeah.
what he's doing with Alante Taylor. Like, don't forget, like Dennis Allen. He's
Well,
drafted
look, I,
good
I was
dudes.
I was just trying to be happy about it, man.
I'm more upset we didn't get Lamar Jackson. Like we traded the next year pick and moved up for a project person and skipped on Lamar Jackson. You
Just
see
hey,
the game he had against Deshaun Watson, and you still ain't pick him.
but let's just wait till let's see how this Eagle trade pan out. Because right now they killing us because they got Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter, a top five interior lineman in the league, not rookie in the league,
I'm not
and
really
and they got a second round pick. So we got
I'm
to
not
wait to
really
see
worried
what's
about
going.
the Jaden Carter because we got Brazil. So
I don't
I
know,
think
man.
Jaden Carter is better than Brazil,
Way better.
but at the end of the day, at least we got Brazil. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping. Like we needed to address the line, but like I say, I think we should have put Pennon at the right side and put Ram at the left side. Like, so what? He got a switch. He was an all pro.
Yeah.
Hurst did it. He was having anxiety about it, and he's still turning out good. He's one of the best left tackles in the league. That's why Baker Mayfield looking so good. Like, yeah, they
Man,
lost to the Texans,
Baker
but they put
Mayfield,
37.
looking good over there,
Yeah,
and like, but like a lot of people were saying, we could have got Baker instead of Carr, but like if you don't get Carr, Mike don't come back, you know, like you gotta think about it, the whole picture, like of course we wanted, I mean, Carr hasn't lived up to his expectations yet, but at the same time it's a lot of things that would have happened if Carr didn't come here. So
yeah. I always tell people, man. Uh, you seen when Carr had got signed, Mike said, "Thank you,
thank
G."
you, thank you,
And
Jesus.
it's just like, damn, bro, Jameis is still on the team, bro.
Thank you,
Like, God
Jesus.
damn, bro.
That man said, "Sweet 3 pounds, 6 ounces, baby Jesus." Thank you.
I don't care what nobody say. I think our record would be better if we had Jameis because
Nah, I don't know about
he'll
all
be
that.
launching that ball and he'll be doing better in the red zone.
I like Jameis a lot. I like Jameis a lot. I've never been one to shit on Jameis. I feel like the play calling don't match up for Jameis, and that's the reason why I wouldn't want Jameis to play. I didn't want them to trade Jameis at the trading deadline because I don't know what's going on with Carr yet. But when this season over with, I'll be happy to see Jameis go find him a team, and get his contract because this team they not gonna call the plays for him. Just let Jameis be him. Just let Jameis be Jameis. You feel me? Like I don't. Everybody's still stuck on that 30 for 30 shit with him, but like let that man play.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Uh, Green Bay game. We
Mm-hmm.
up 17-0. Call gets injured.
They were just trying to make it out of Green Bay, and that's not fair to Jameis.
Well, I wouldn't even about to bring up Jameis.
Oh, okay.
Do you think Call was dealing with injuries like 3 games after that injury? Like, do you think that he should have sat?
Um, he probably should have set that Bucks game.
Yes, I definitely agree. I think if
He
Jameis
probably
played
should
the
have set.
Bucks game, we win that
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
I think because if you look at the game, all we doing is just throwing it to the flat
right.
with Alvin
With,
Kamara.
with Alvin, and that was actually his first game back.
Yes, his first game back, they just throwing the Kamara, and it just looked like Derek Carr was hurt. Like, mind you, I think he went to the hospital after that game. Yeah, that Green Bay game, I think he went to the hospital.
Yeah, yeah, he had went to the hospital.
So it's like, man, if he went to the hospital, I think he's probably more injured than what they telling us. Mind you, the Saints, they'll play people that got them injuries. Drew Brees was playing with messed up ribs and lungs and all this and all that and spleens. And we already seen what they did with Jameis last year with the vertebrae and the foot. And come on, man, like these this coaching staff is just holding us back, bro. Like, I really just want Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael gone. Like, I would sacrifice the defense taking a little step back if Dennis Allen could be gone. I want us to get a new head coach that's offensive minded. That way we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone with head coach and offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator could just be a clipboard holder. And we just bring in a defensive coordinator that's competent. Might not be better than DA, but as long as he's competent with this talent, we good.
Okay. And I know you interviewing me, but let me interview you right quick.
Go ahead.
Who would you bring in to be the head coach?
A lot of people talking about Eric Bieniemy. A lot of people talk about Ben Johnson, but they good offensive coordinators. How are they leaders of men? That's just like Dennis Allen. He's a good defensive coordinator, but how is he a leader of men? You see what the Raiders doing with Antonio Pierce. Now, it was just 1 game. It was just 1 game as the interim head coach, but I could just tell that
those boys play different.
Yeah, I could just tell he's a leader of men. Like, he might not be a good head coach in the future, but at the end of the day, you could just tell some people got it and some people don't. And him, you could just tell he's a leader of men. And I want a leader of men. Some people talking about Harbaugh. Some people talking about John Gruden. I honestly don't know who I want to be the head coach. I just want somebody who's competent and.
I don't want John Gruden being the coach.
Yeah, well, I just want.
I mean, like, I didn't mind him coming in, showing Carr and stuff, stuff with the offense, but I don't want to be in the head coach.
Yeah, man. Like,
we don't need nobody else Roger Goodell don't like.
And on Twitter, I put up a poll. Mm-hmm. I said, Saints fans, if Dennis Allen fails, and if the Patriots let go Bill Belichick, would you be interested in him being the head coach? A lot of people said no. I said, boy, I never thought I'd see the day where Saints fans too good for Bill Belichick. Boy.
I'm not too good for Bill Belichick, but, like, who gonna call the plays? We'll still be stuck with the same thing.
I don't know. I think the way he run his organization, that culture wouldn't fit us.
Right.
Like, I think we losing our culture right now with Dennis Allen. Like, you don't see, we just don't feel like that fun team we was. Like,
that's true.
The culture just gone. Like, you don't even feel like you're gonna stump a team in the Superdome. We don't get that same type of fun we get after we win the game with the locker room. We'll just get like a little snippet or something, but you don't
just give it time.
Camaraderie.
Just give it time. They got to win first. They got to win. Winning cures all, and I think everything will be back by the Lions game. It's gonna look like a different team. Hopefully.
What do you think should be our keys to victory versus the Vikings?
Get out early, score early. I'm actually worried about Josh Dobbs because if we had trouble Sunday, we're going to have trouble with Josh Dobbs because Josh Dobbs went out there and won a game. He ain't on nobody on the team. So if he have a full week, we're going to have to contain him, not let him get out running. They said it's a chance Justin Jefferson might play.
I'm fine with that. Mano y mano. I think Marshawn need to get his lick back from last year anyway. So, I think Marshawn could check him and Debo will check Addison. I think they ain't gonna have no choice but to do that. And they might switch him up here and there, but you know,
Yeah. Well,
who knows what type of I don't know how we're gonna do that with Addison this time
we
around.
got to score early. We got to score early and often. We
What's
got to score.
your score prediction?
24-20.
Who wins?
We do.
That's a good
24-20.
prediction right there. I think I'm gonna go ahead on and I got like the same score. 24-20. That's a good prediction right there.
Yeah.
Who you think gonna who do you think is the MVP of our team so far this year?
Offensive wise, I would probably say Mike. No, Taysom. I'm sorry, Taysom. Taysom, the offensive MVP. And defensive, I would have to just say the whole entire secondary.
Defensive, I don't know, man. To me, that's
Because Marshawn locking down his stats don't show up, but like ain't nobody throwing the ball over there,
it gotta be out of Sean, Debo, and Carl.
Yeah, Carl Granderson, yeah.
It gotta
Yeah,
be.
but Carl not even like he getting there, but like I don't think the line doing enough to even speak on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even give him praise right now.
So you think he need to be getting like more pressure in that face?
Right.
Right. I say the same thing. Like people talk about pressures and stuff. Like, man, I see what my eyes seeing, and it's a difference between getting like a little pressure because you was near the QB, and then you getting pressure when they in their face.
Right.
You just got that ball.
Knocking them down. Because once
Yes,
you do
knocking
that,
them down.
because I think Brazil, I think he caused like 2 of the interceptions. So
Yeah, I think one of them was thanks to Brazil. I think another one was thanks to Alante coming on a blitz.
hey, but that Marcus May interception, hey, that was nice.
A
When he
lot of
when he,
people feel like he's a liability. How do you feel about Marcus May?
I like Marcus May. I
How
like
do you
Marcus
feel
May.
about?
I wish Marcus Williams was still back there, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think Marcus Williams more of a ball hog. I think May a better tackler. How do you feel about Tyrann Matthew? A lot of people was getting on him. Like that's just one thing about DB. It's kind of like old line. Like when you don't see them, you have nothing to say about them. But as soon as they make one bad play, you say they bad. They need to be benched. Like after that Cole Kmet touchdown, people just talk about Tyrann, but he been having a solid year to me. Like
Oh yeah,
he's too old.
he's solid. You don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, I just think it's like some type of the matchups, bro. Like Cole Kmet is 6'6", bro. That was just a damn good throw and a damn good catch. And if you really look at that, Matthew, he kind of like jumped a little bit too early, but he was about to pick it.
Right.
He just jumped a little bit too early, but it was damn good defense. It was just better offense.
Right.
And when we played the Jags, he should never been checking no Christian Kirk in the first place.
Kirk ran away from him, but that's okay though. Like
yeah, but
what it is.
Yeah, man. Like, what do you think the team's gonna do? Like, how do you think this season gonna pan out? Like, what's your prediction? I'm gonna let you put your Nostradamus hat on, your Nigga hat on, and what Bun think how you think the season gonna play out?
Do I get to be biased, or you want me to be realistic?
I want you to be realistic. There's no cap, no filter.
All right, bet. Realistic, we can go 11-6, 12-5. That's
realistic. That sounds like the bias to me. That sounds like the bias to me.
If I'm being biased, we don't lose another game. So,
boy, no, don't get me wrong. We got an easy schedule that got even easier.
Right.
And I feel like it is a such thing as measuring stick games. But when you got a schedule like this where all these quarterbacks are getting injured that was on top of an easy schedule already, your measuring stick games is in volume. So it's like you gotta win these games and you gotta dominate.
Exactly. So now you see where I'm coming from.
Nah, I don't say 11-6. I say we could go 10-7, but I wouldn't be surprised if we go down to 8. But I feel like we got the right roster to compete with anybody. I just don't like Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael.
Okay, all right. So now, you saying we're gonna go? Do you have a computer in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Pull. Okay. I want you to pull the schedule up because I like it when we do this. For us to go nine, do you realize we got to lose 5 more games?
5 more games.
Yeah, to go 9-8.
We lost 4 games. We gotta lose 4 games.
Oh, we lost 4 games.
Yeah.
I thought we lost 3 games.
5 and 4.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Okay. So who are our 4 more losses?
Our 4 losses. I think we'll split with the Falcons.
Okay, that's
I
one.
think we'll lose to the Lions.
That's two. See what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing. Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael gonna find a way to screw it up. Like you can't do this to the Vikings, getting 5 turnovers and getting
True.
all
I
these
agree.
flags for all these yards and just
I
think you're
agree.
gonna win that game.
I
Like
agree.
it goes back to coaching. Like we got the team to beat anybody. Like don't forget, this is the same team who was up 17-0 to Green Bay. We got a whole punt return. We getting defensive turnovers. We getting defensive giveaways, takeaways. I mean, last year the proof was in the pudding. We had the Panthers, Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, low QBR ratings, still lose that game. Like how? How do you lose these games? It goes back to coaching, bro. Preparation.
Okay. So still okay. So you said Falcons we splitting, Lions we losing. What 2 games are
I can't say.
the
I
coaching
can't
staff
call
gonna
it.
lose?
I can't call it. But it wouldn't be surprised me if we lose any of these games. We play the Vikings. I could see us beating the Vikings.
Okay.
Going into the bye week. Do we got
Okay.
our bye after the Vikings? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Then we play the
After-
Falcons. Play the
Falcons,
Falcons
yeah.
at home. I can see us losing. Play the Lions. I can see us losing. Play
Okay.
the Panthers. I can see us winning. Giants winning. Rams. If Matthew Stafford play, I can see us losing.
He
Yes.
played last year and we beat him with Andy
Huh?
Dalton. He played last year, didn't
He got injured. He got injured during the
he?
game.
He got injured during that game.
Yeah, we was
Okay.
going back and forth with him, but then
Okay.
Matthew Stafford got injured, and then we took off.
Okay.
Then we played the Bucks. I could see us losing that game,
Okay. So that's what 3 losses.
and then we play the Falcons at home for the last game. Now I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be the game that week 17. It might come down to who going in the playoffs that week 17 game against the Falcons. I might have to go to that game.
That's what
Nah.
I said too.
I don't know. I might not go to that game because if we lose that game, that's just gonna be a terrible memory. I might not go to that game. I don't like having terrible memories. I learned my lesson with Dennis Allen. I'm not going to no game unless I know for sure, without a doubt.
But you just said we can lose him with the coaching staff.
Look at the Bears. I thought we was gonna bust their ass.
Me too.
It's Dennis Allen, bro. It's situational awareness with them dudes, bro. They go overthink themselves. They get
But that's not
conservative
Dennis
when they should be aggressive.
That's a Pete Carmichael though.
Man, that's both of them because he the head coach, man. Dennis Allen gave Pete Carmichael the job. That's what people got to understand. Like, he the head coach. He's not just the defensive coordinator. If he just won't worry about defense only, he could have just stayed the defensive coordinator. If anything, I think Dennis Allen, he's a good roster constructor. Like, I think he should be up in the office with Jeff Allen or somebody. That's what we need to do. If we want to retain him, let him get a promotion or a front office job or something. That's what I would like to see. But yeah, man. Let me go through the schedule with you. So,
okay,
Vikings
win.
At Atlanta,
Win.
Detroit come to us.
I want to say win, but I'm being realistic right now, so I'm gonna say loss right now.
Detroit lost to the contenders. You know that, right? Like
They
they beat
lost.
who they were supposed to beat, but they lost to contenders.
But
But
they what you call it, beat the hell out of them. Baltimore beat the shit
that's
out
what
of
I'm
them.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like when the
We
last
don't-
time Dennis
We
Allen
don't got no Lamar Jackson though.
when the last time Dennis Allen beat a playoff team? That's what I'm saying. Can't name one. Don't and when I say beat one, I'm talking about beat one convincingly, like how the Ravens beat the Lions.
Oh, no.
Like I'm talking about in all phases of the game, offense and defense. Yes, last year we beat the Seahawks.
Okay. Oh, okay. What about the year well, no, that wasn't convincing though.
Yeah, last year we beat the Seahawks, but that wasn't. We gave up a lot of points on defense.
I was about to say when Sean got sick and he took over the team, but they only won 9-0 then.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. couldn't do no offense. I'm telling you. I'm
gonna say L for the Lions game.
Okay, and that's gonna be a good matchup right there. I'm gonna be really in tune because I want to see Ben Johnson versus Dennis Allen. Panthers come to us.
Win.
Giants come to us. We owe them.
Win.
We definitely owe them. But I can't believe Sean Payton. Now Sean Payton lost that game for us.
He did.
Jameis was willing and dealing.
He did.
We go to the Rams.
Win.
We go to the Bucks.
Win. Hold up. It lost.
We go to the Bucks. Yeah. So Bucks will sweep us?
They might sweep us. Us.
Falcons come to us.
We win it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's that record?
So that put me right at 11-6. 11-6 or 10.
Started, before the season started, my floor was 10-7. I predicted 11-6. And then I said our ceiling was 12-5. But
you don't even want to ask me what my ceiling. I predicted 14-3 because I just thought that offense was just gonna get the going, man. I never anticipated.
Sean never even won 14 games.
Yeah, but I
hope this really show people how important coaching is. Look at
the
Chargers. Look at the Chargers. Chargers got a good team, but they got a bad coach. Look at the
Steelers. The Steelers overachieving.
I'll take Mike Tomlin in a heartbeat. But anyway,
overachieving.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? The front office is gonna look at our record and be like, "Well, we got the same amount of wins as the 49ers. We got the same amount of wins as the Cowboys and the Bills and the Seahawks."
That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. And that's how the extension is gonna happen.
Trust your eyes. Trust your eyes, Mickey. Get this new coach. Get this quarterback. This is the time to get this quarterback. I want to see Jaden Daniels in that black and gold. That's what I want to see.
Me too. I don't think it's time to get the head coach. I think it's time to get the new OC though. We got to get the OC. Got to.
So you're a Dennis Allen supporter?
I'm a big Dennis Allen supporter.
I did not know that. I should have. We've been talking. I'm kind of like, man, this dude ain't saying nothing bad about Dennis.
Like
Dennis Allen supporter.
Nah, I'm because of the fact we could be so much worse than what we are right now. And
so much better.
And he holding us together. He holding us together right now.
He's pushing us back right now.
I think it's Pete that's pushing us back. I don't think it's him. The players love him. The players
hired Pete.
Huh?
Who hired Pete?
Sean.
I said, who hired Pete?
Sean.
Dennis Allen hired Pete.
I don't think Dennis Allen had nothing to do with his coaching staff.
Nah. Dennis Allen.
I don't think Dennis Allen had nothing to do with that. I think that was a Mickey thing. I think that was Mickey and Miss Gail. I don't think they were gonna let Pete go yet. Because Pete didn't want to be here.
I heard that people didn't want to work with Dennis Allen. That's what I heard. I heard offensive coordinators didn't want to work with him.
Well, then if that's the case, then he got to go then. But you know what I'm saying? Me personally, though, I wouldn't get rid of him, though. I think he's a great defensive coach.
But what they got to do with the offense? Let me guess, you one of them people who be like, well, Sean had that bad defense all them years, but nobody ain't saying nothing about the defense.
No, I was mad then. I was mad then, too. I think they're going to hit DA this year with the same thing they did with Sean and what that was, 2016-15, when they told Sean to get his friends up out of here and get some people in here that can coach.
Well, that's what DA did this year, I think. I think he got Joe. I think he got Woods up in here. He got rid of.
He got to get rid of Pete.
Tight ends coach. He got rid of a lot of people.
But you know what though? If DA is willing to die with Pete and Carl, then that's on him. I can't save him.
That's why I can't save him. I said, well, let this dude just go ahead on and give enough rope to hang himself.
Yeah.
It could be no excuses. Like
it can't be no excuses.
given to you on a silver platter. You got all these injuries on top of a weak schedule. And yeah, we deal with some injuries, but our injuries wasn't really as significant. Like, I think we still could have won each game we've been in. Like, to me, injuries are significant when your quarterback went out, your whole offensive line out. Like, the injuries that we dealt with last season and the year before, that's significant injuries when your secondary out, your wide receiver one, like that's significant injuries that I don't think no team could come back from.
Right.
But the injuries we dealt with, we could have sustained that.
I think we only got 2 losses this year, in my eyes. In my eyes, that Jaguars game, I don't care about it coming down to that last throw to Foster because of the fact the Jaguars shouldn't let us back in the game. That game and the game and the Bucks game. Other than that, I think we could have beat anybody else.
All them losses that we did have was strictly on Pete and Dennis Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last game, I think the only reason we won that game was because of Adebo and Taysom Hill. If Adebo and Taysom Hill didn't play that game, our ass was grass.
I agree.
Our ass was grass.
I agree.
Yeah,
I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't Dennis Allen #1 fan or nothing like that, but like he a damn good coach. Like I ain't just getting rid of him because people want him to get gone. Like
it's the details, bro. It's the
you gotta show me. You gotta show me. You gotta show me something else because like okay, like everybody was on nuts. What's the coach name for the Giants? Dayball. They was on his nuts about how great he was, and look at him now. That's a bad team. That's a very bad team. Defense ain't shit. Offense not shit.
I don't know, man. I just think they got lucky. Like, I don't know, bro. All I know is you got to trust your eyes, bro. And AK didn't say that about the preparation. Mark Ingram then came out and said it. Like, man, numerous players coming out and saying stuff. The way he did Jameis, like he could have easily just said, "Yeah, Jameis, go ahead on and ride the." Like if that last season would have been a whole different outcome if they'd have just put Andy Dalton in week 2. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And then to me, Jarvis Landry and Michael Thomas play more to Andy Dalton game than Rashid and Olave. So
I think if you were going to get rid of Dennis Allen last year was the time, but since they didn't, I think he got this year and he got next year to make something happen. If not,
but see that's the thing, bro. This is the time to get the quarterback. Like if there wasn't no time to get, if there wasn't no good quarterbacks coming out right now, I wouldn't care. I still want Dennis Allen fired, but I think we need to get that head coach. We need to get the head coach to get a marriage with his quarterback. We need to get him to get his guy because who is to say Dennis Allen gonna draft somebody? Then we gonna bring another quarterback in, but that's not that head coach guy. Now we gotta start all over from scratch. Like we just pushing our clock back, and we ain't got long. Like these players getting old.
Oh,
we got a lot of good young talent. I don't like when people say we got an old team. We got a lot of good young talent, but we still got to win while we got a mixture of these veterans and young talent.
Yeah, so I agree. I'm on your side, man. It's just I'm just not as far over as you are.
So if we had a good offensive coordinator, what our record would be right now? If we just had a competent offensive coordinator.
If we had a competent offensive coordinator, we would be every bit of 7-1, 8-0. Because this schedule this schedule ain't shit. You feel me?
All right. So you told me what you think our record will be, but you didn't tell me what's going to happen when we make it to the playoffs. What do you see this thing going?
Well, who we get at home right now? I think we get Seattle at home. We can beat Seattle.
Do you think we could beat the 49ers, Cowboys, or Eagles, or Lions?
We would get the Cowboys. No, we would get the 49ers or the Eagles. Whoever gets the #1 seed. Shit. I don't know, man. It'll out of those teams, I think I want to pay the Lions the most. I haven't seen Chase Young yet. The NFL gonna pay for letting the 49ers get Chase Young. I would want to see the Lions first. Eagles second. Cowboys third. Eagles fourth.
That's my Super Bowl. If we could win, if we could make it to the playoffs and beat the Cowboys, Dennis Allen fine with me. But I still want him fired. But he'll be relieved of all his sins. You know, if Dennis Allen could beat the Cowboys,
All his sins.
all his sins, I wouldn't give a damn about the Jameis Winston stuff no more. Nothing. If he could beat the Cowboys, that's my Super Bowl. If he could beat the Cowboys and draft a good quarterback,
Yeah, I'll
he'll be good with me. You know, I that good quarterback just got to go through a season with him, like how the Chargers doing with Justin Herbert, until that next quarterback come up and do good.
Yeah.
So, two more questions on the Saints, and then we're gonna go ahead on and segue to the Pelicans before I let you go. Do you wish upon the demise of Sean Payton?
Um, I don't care for him. I don't care for him at all. I want him to continue to lose right now. I want him to, I mean, I want him to lose anytime because he ain't my coach no more. But like, I need him to continue to lose to get that draft pick up higher.
Well, yeah, but after this year, like, do you want him to see his demise?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Because I feel like the NFL has passed him and his attitude and the way he approached the game. I feel like that time is gone. So yeah, get him out of here. Send him back home.
All right. Last question on the Saints. Uh, we didn't make no moves for trade deadline. Is there anybody in particular you wanted?
Chase Young. Chase Young, Hunter from the Vikings. I wanted a pass rusher. If we could have snuck and got Max Crosby from the Raiders or Hunter Renfro, but I knew the Raiders weren't gonna help us out no way because they ain't gonna want to help out Carter. But I wanted a pass rusher bad, like bad, bad.
What would you be willing to give up?
For for I would have gave like next year's fourth and a fifth or something like that for Chase Young.
Mm.
I ain't going nothing too crazy because, like I said, I need to see how this year gonna play out.
Do you think we dropped the ball not trading Jameis?
No,
Mm.
no. We need Jameis because Carr hasn't shown me enough to where like these players still believe they can win. Like we're winning in spite of our coaches. Our players won't let our team lose. You know what I'm saying? So we winning in spite of coaching, like in spite of the offensive being like mid as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like we winning in spite of. So it's like Jameis might come in there and spark us up to go to the Super Bowl, man. Who knows, man?
Well, that'll be a dream come true for me. But
But like the playoffs, because like the playoffs is like the NFL playoffs is the most highly watched sport for a reason because it's truly any given Sunday, Saturday or Sunday. When those players come in there, you got one game to either win or lose, and with that defense, we can go to the Super Bowl.
that's why I say, man, you just got to get hot at the right time. You seen what
That's it.
happened with the Bucks. You know, after that bye week, they just took off, never lost another game, and they was looking rough on offense. You know, Tom Brady said we got to make some changes. They said they need to start running the ball more. We seen it with Eli Manning Giants. Um,
I think we going what you call it. I think we're gonna regret letting what you call it slide up to the Buffalo Fournette.
uh,
But
who
our
you say gonna
line
regret
got to
that?
get it together, huh?
Who you say gonna regret it?
We are because Kendrick hurt now. We need another running back.
I think Kendrick will be all right, but I mean, I think we'll be all right, man. Like a lot of people talk about Jamal. They say he's not this and not that, but man, he had a better offensive coordinator at Detroit. He had
Yeah,
a better O line. They
yeah,
did a different blocking scheme.
yeah,
Like that. I think they did zone blocking.
yeah.
Um,
And all that means something, and that's why
yes,
I'm trying to tell you, you don't have to get rid of Da. You just got to bring in a run game coordinator. Probably, I mean, just go take somebody from the 49ers. Take 49ers, the Dolphins. Just play with that play with that coaching tree, and get you somebody in there to work the offense.
And not to mention Jamal, he lost like about 14 pounds in the training camp because New Orleans was just so hot, leaving
Yeah.
Detroit going to New Orleans. So yeah, man, I think all that did make a difference when it comes to his play. But you know, I don't know, man. I just hope they can find their rhythm and get it together. Because, like you say, man, you don't want to peak too early. You
Nah,
want to just peak at the right time, and
at the
hopefully
right
after
time.
that bye week, we get a lot of stuff corrected with as far as communication, as far as timing, and getting guys involved with scheme getting open and things of that nature.
Right.
But let me go ahead on and talk about the Pelicans before I let you get up out of here, man.
For
Did
sure.
you check out the game versus the Nuggets?
I didn't watch that. That's actually the only game I haven't watched this season.
Mm. Okay, well, you like big part of Saints Twitter, but that Pelicans Twitter is real toxic as well. A lot of people are starting to come to Twitter and venting out and speaking their mind, giving their takes. And a lot of people are talking about we should trade Zion, we should trade Brandon Ingram. A lot of people are upset. I guess it's due to high expectations. What are your take on the Pelicans so far? Just 7 games in.
Man, that's a funny team, man. That's a funny team. That's a funny team. I don't think Zion is him, man.
Hmm.
I don't think Zion is him. But if I had to trade one, like I don't think Zion and Bi could play together. You know,
Why do you think that?
I think Bi getting Zion way. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. They just need to trade, man.
Do you think Zion is in shape?
No,
Hmm.
but I think he in the best shape he gonna be. But I think that's just his body type. Like he's not gonna be 19-year-old Zion no more. You know,
Well,
like
you shouldn't be in the best shape of your life at 19.
yeah, but he was.
Do you think New Orleans has a lot to do with that?
I
The
think
city.
no. That's him. He's not the only athlete that play in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like that's him. That's all on him. Now I think he's trying, and it's just hard, man. I think a change of scenery would do him good.
Okay, so what do you think we should trade either Zion or Bi?
Don't make me answer that question, man. I don't know.
No filter, bro. You gotta go ahead on and give me a take, because just in case this stuff come to fruition, we could go back in
I
the archives.
I if I had to trade one of them, man, I'd probably trade, and it's gonna sound stupid as hell. So I know it's stupid, but you probably trade Zion because that's who you're gonna probably get more for.
Okay, to where and for who?
Okay, now that I don't know. I don't.
What do you think this team is missing? Do you think we got all the pieces, or do you think we missing something? Me personally, I think we missing a facilitator, and I think we missing a athletic big that can rebound.
I was I was screaming for Robert Williams to for us to trade for him, but he ended up getting hurt again, like everybody told me he would. Uh, but shout out to Robert Williams though. That's my peeper nephew.
Mhm.
Uh, I was screaming for him to get here, but you 100% right. We missing an athletic big. A facilitator. I think Dyson Daniels. Like you just gotta give him time, man. He young. Just let him come to be.
Yeah, I think with the NBA, I think a lot of people don't have no patience. Like a lot of these people ain't gonna just come, just right off the bus ready. Like some of these people, they don't really just hit their prime till like 27, like 26, 27. Like that's that age where I think people are at the peak of their
Right.
prime. But I mean, I wouldn't trade Bi or Zion. Like me personally, I would either trade Z. I would either trade CJ or Valentunes.
Whoa, you a trade CJ?
Fucking right. You fucking right.
You talking about McCollum?
Yeah. Trading the old nigga. Fuck that.
No, but at the same time, you got to get something for these people. You feel me? I,
Well, if
I
if if
don't think
if,
I
if
don't
I
think
could
you're
get
gonna
a
get
better
nothing.
deal for either Herb or Trey, I might think about Herb or Trey.
You gonna trade Trey?
If I could get
I
somebody
under,
that
I
can really
understand her.
help.
I understand her. Well,
You're gonna have
okay,
to give up something to give something. We either gonna give a whole lot of depth, or we gonna give one of our good
I tell
players.
you,
Like
I tell
I
you
think
what.
this team really lack a facilitator that's gonna slow the game down and really just facilitate and just make the right plays at the right time in clutch moments. Because in clutch moments, we give away dumb turnovers and we do stupid shit. Um, we throw up bad shots. Uh, and I don't think we attack the rebound good enough. Like that's right there to me. That's just effort. Like I think Zion and Bi should easily be averaging 7 rebounds or something like that.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm making you a promise on this right here. In mid January, early February, I'm gonna come back on here and we're gonna talk about Pelicans. If especially when the Saints season over with, I'll come back on here again and we can talk about the Saints season being over with, and we can talk about the Pelicans.
How do you feel about Willie Green?
I love Willie Green, but I hate what they doing to him.
And
I hate what they doing to him. Like
what's
he's a good coach.
what's they doing to him?
Bi and Zion got to play. They got to play.
So they not running through a wall for him.
Right. And we gotta let Trey Murphy. The reason why I said I'm gonna come back on is because I want to see what Trey Murphy look like. Because I wouldn't trade nobody just yet. Let's see what Trey Murphy. Let's see what the team look like when Trey Murphy get back, and Jose and all of them get back.
They the champions. Give them all the credit in the world, but they didn't have Jamal Murray. We was up by 20, and you got 30 from Jay Hawkins.
Hey, he's
Shouldn't have
special.
never lost the way they lost. Like they gave up to me.
Jokic different though, man.
He different, but I think they gave up. Like, come on, man. Like you up 20, you getting 30 from your rookie Jayhawks, who he a good sniper. Him and Matt Ryan doing good. Like it's a lot of different lineups I would like to see. Like that's another thing about Willie Green. I think he'd be messing up when it comes to the lineups and stuff. I think his substitutions are questionable at times, but I I, I kind of think it's more on the players than Willie to me.
You think it's on the players?
Yeah,
Me too.
I think they're not giving 100% effort. Like I think
Right.
Zion, he saving a lot of his energy for driving to the hoop. I think that he should be taking more shots so he could save some of the injury going to the hoop and could probably prevent him from having them
He's a
bad falls.
bad. He's a bad defender.
Oh
Like
yeah,
coming
that's
out,
what I'm saying.
like coming out of Duke, that defensive player, we thought he was going to be special on the defensive end along with the offensive end.
Well, maybe he's in his head, like just don't want to just overwork his body on offense and defense, getting hurt or something. I don't know.
No, no.
How do you feel about the organization handling the injuries? Like a lot of people always talk about the Saints and the Pels medical staff. Like, how do you think they're handling Bi and uh, Zion injuries? Because
They handle them like somebody's scared.
they played for like 4 years, but only have minimum game together.
Yeah, like they handle them players like they just glad that they got those players, and that's not winning basketball. Like if that's the case, just get rid of them. If you scared they're gonna leave, just go ahead and leave. I mean, just go ahead and get rid of them so you can get something for them.
Right.
And I know that sounds crazy to say, but like, how we gonna invest into this team when they played what 12, 13 games together?
Hmm.
You know, so hmm,
Two more questions, and I'll let you get up out of here.
for sure.
Is there any player like besides Robert Williams, like who would you just like to see on the Pelicans that we just make a trade for before the trade deadline?
I want to see the team together first. I want to, and by the trade deadline, like I said, when I come back on again, I'm sorry for inviting myself already, but when I come back on again, I have a perfect answer for you.
All right. Uh, assuming that CJ get back healthy, assuming that Trey get back healthy, Jose get back healthy, and everybody pretty much relatively healthy. We still gonna have some injuries here and there you got to consider, but assuming we relatively healthy, what do you think is uh
We a 50-win team if everybody healthy.
okay? How far do you think we go?
Man, we can win a series. We could win a series this year. alone, we can win a series. Yeah,
Who's our biggest threat?
man. The Nuggets, Golden State, the Lakers. I
It
don't think
just
we. I don't think we want to see the Lakers right now.
it's them teams right there, and the Jazz is our kryptonite. I don't know. I don't know why we
Yeah,
can't beat them teams, bro. And the Bucks.
yeah, but we wouldn't have to see the Bucks until the championship. So
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like those teams are our kryptonite,
yeah.
and I think Zion don't get enough fouls.
Oh
Like I
shit.
don't know. I don't
I
know him and BS.
I forgot about the Suns.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't, this might not be our year. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, but like you said, we gotta see them together
We
because
got we
you
got we
gotta keep
got to
in
see it
mind
together.
this ain't
Yeah.
number the 7th game. This
Right.
they still
Early in
gotta
the year.
get together. We still gotta figure out what liners work with who. You know, we already gotta for sure get
It ain't even
Jayhawks come in.
Thanksgiving yet. So yeah.
Yeah. But man, this was real fun though, bro.
Oh
Like you
yeah.
said, you
For
invited
sure.
yourself, man. You welcome anytime. Anytime you want to come on here and pop your shit, just let me know. I'm a phone call away.
For sure.
Keep up what you're doing on Twitter, bro. You keep us laughing and stuff. We looking forward to a new song coming soon. Hopefully, you could cook some up by the bye week. Have us something to listen to if we win these next 2 games.
For sure.
Man, sure. Thanks for coming on to the platform, bro. This is real fun.
Oh man, I appreciate you inviting me on here, man.
All right, man. Sure, man. And so, man, Who That Nation. Hope y'all like this content we putting out, man. Until then, next time, bro. All I can say is, man, Who That and Bun, man. Stay blessed, bro.
I appreciate it.
All right, man, for sure.